If you're tired of crying, say I. If you're tired of crying, raise your hand. I definitely feel you if you feel the same. Today we will be discussing how God collects our tears in his skin bottle. And this is taken from Psalms 56 and verse 8. On this journey of life, there are often times where we feel deep emotions, so much so that we're crying, so much so that we're distraught. And I want to get real and even as to say that I have felt often periods of crying, whereas you feel uncomfortable in your body, where you just want that escape, right? So if you feel that, if you resonate with any of that, this encouragement episode is for you. God collects our tears in his skin bottle. I was getting a drink for myself, and my son was getting ready for the day. He was getting dressed, right? And so he was at the point where he was putting his arm through the loop, and he just lost it. He was like just crying, screaming, distraught about it. He's like, And often I think about how, well, through my lens of parenthood, I think about God and his lens of parenthood with us. And so it's really been a revealing journey. But what I will say is that he was saying, he was distraught. And I was saying, hey, son, if you need help, just ask. And he was like, help. That's exactly how he said it. He was like, help. Like through the tears, he was like, help. So as I'm making my drink, I was like, okay, son, I'm coming. Mind you, I'm calm because I know the emergency for him is that he can't get his arms through his shirt. So because I know how to put a shirt on, because my experience, because I know I have that knowledge of clothing and that it's an emergency for him. However, because I'm experienced with it, I know he will be okay for a few more seconds while I finish making my drink. So I do just that. I come over and I'm like, here you go, son. Let's put your arms through here. And then he stops crying. And I got a revelation. Sometimes we're crying out to God. We're pleading. We're like, help, And it seems like the help ain't coming fast enough. Like, am I speaking to anybody with that? The help ain't feeling like it's coming fast enough, right? And in one of my past episodes, we talked about asking God to help us to accept whatever help he's given. So that's one thing. But sometimes it feels like the help is not coming fast enough. So I had a revelation that sometimes it feels like the help is not coming fast enough. God is an experienced God. God knows what's emergency. God knows what could hold a little while. God knows the future. God knows. He's all knowing, right? And so sometimes we're like, help, and we're feeling like the help ain't coming fast enough. And it's because God knows. God knows. He's experienced. And so he knows the brevity of whatever you're going through, or the depths of whatever you're going through. And so with that, we have to develop a trust that if it feels like God is not sending the help fast enough, or if truly, because sometimes it could be like that, if truly the help has not arrived, there's a reason why that help has not arrived. And some might say, well, that's surely comforting. But I think what will help us kind of get the grasp around that is just understanding that even when life is not good, God is still good. And the only way that we'll know that is when we go through these deep, despairing times, which I have just been feeling a lot lately. It's like, wow, God, where the help at? Where the help at? And so that revelation was not just for me, but for y'all. And so my prayer today is that you would pray, you would go into Psalms 56 and you would find a scripture to pray. And you would, even if it is 56:8, you would say, Lord, collect my tears in your skin bottle. God, hear my tears. God, hear what I can't translate. God, hear when I'm crying and I'm not saying anything to you because I feel like I've talked about, somebody is tired of talking. Somebody is tired of talking. Somebody is tired of praying. Somebody feels like they're like a broken record right now. But what I want to say to you today is go into Psalms 56 and pray. Whatever verse speak to your spirit, pray that to God. Ask God, look, you said in this verse, in this chapter, X, Y, and Z. Please be that for me. And I think what will help a lot of us, which is what I was doing, and I want to share this with y'all, whoever listens, whoever gets to this point in this episode, this is a gem for you. Go in the Bible, whatever Bible version you read, whatever you do your research on about God, find qualities about God. And you can ask God, hey, what version of you do I need right now? Because we know he's the cause to become, so he could be anything. So, God, what version of you do I need right now? And when you do your prayer, you say, Dear Jehovah, the God of comfort, Dear Jehovah, the Redeemer, God the Provider, God the Healer, whatever realm you're needing of him, you pray specifically to that. And that will help you a lot. I want y'all to know and understand, some of us, even as women, the cyclical part of our bodies, we can struggle a lot with emotions. Outside of being women, all of us humans go through cyclical parts of life, right? Seasons. And so that's when we want to really get deep into asking God, hey, what version of you do I need? And hey, you see I'm hurting, you see I'm crying, please collect my tears. I pray this was an encouragement to y'all. I want y'all to know God hears your prayers. You're not a broken record. Even though you feel tired of talking, he's not tired of hearing. And remember, prayer is a privilege.